There is a book written of all of us. This is not just talking about Yeshua HaMashiach. It's not just talking about Messiah. It's talking about you and I also. There is a book written. There is a record in heaven about every one of us before we came here. You are not a mistake, and you are not an accident. You are on a mission. You have come into this world for such a time like this, for a purpose. Tell somebody, you are here for a reason. You are not in this church for nothing. You have come into this church for such a time like this. There's a reason for your being. There's a reason. You are not an accident. You didn't just come here because your father and your mother couldn't hold their passion. The fact that you were born and you didn't die and you are still here is a clear indication that you were born to live in a time such as this, to add value to the ministry. In Jeremiah 1:5, he said, before you came here, before you were formed in your mother's womb, God said, I already planned your coming. I planned your life. There is a book written of all of us. And one day, when the curtains are drawn down and the dust is settled and the clock stops ticking and it's all over, we will stand before the King of Kings and we will give an account for what we did with the life and the time given unto us here on earth. Coming here is not about going to school and making money. Life is not about money. It's more than money. And it's not about education. I was teaching yesterday in one of the schools, and I discovered their research center has proven that 12.5% of the successes we get in life is derived of the knowledge and the skill and our IQ. 12.5%. And about 85% of the successes we accomplish in life is a result of attitude. Somebody say attitude. 12.5% comes from knowledge and IQ and skill. Outside of that, the 85% comes from your attitude. So attitude is everything. Attitude is everything. Knowledge is not enough. You can be knowledgeable, and if you have the wrong attitude, you are not going anywhere. A bad attitude can drown you. A good attitude can take you places. Somebody say, I hear you. So education is great, but it's not enough. God blesses you, not for you and for your immediate family. He blesses you for the ministry. He favors you for the ministry. He lifts you for the ministry. He promotes you for the ministry. He advances you for the ministry. Until you see it that way, you are a disappointment to eternity. And there shall come a day when we shall all stand before the judgment seat of Christ, and we will give an account for what we did with the favor given to us. When Joseph was blessed, he recognized when his brethren came and they saw that it was him and they felt guilty for what they did. He said, don't feel guilty. You meant it for evil, but God meant it for good. And he said, he sent me ahead of you to preserve posterity. For posterity. So that whoever we are in life and whatever we are in life is never for our own benefit. It's for the benefit of the ministry and the kingdom. The level of selfishness and greed in the church and in the political circles of our nation. And that is the way we are brought up, and that is our mentality. That if it doesn't profit me, if I don't get anything out of it, then I will not push it. But that is not God. That is not my God. That is not like Jesus. We are to be like Jesus. And the Jesus you and I serve, the Bible said, greater love has no man than this, than a friend should lay down his life for his friends. Laying down our lives for others.